Welcome to the Wednesday, August 25th, Cicero Town Board meeting. If you would all stand, please, for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you please remain standing while we have a moment of silence for our troops serving in harm's way? Thank you.
Town Board acknowledges the importance of full public participation in all hearings and therefore urges all who wish to address those in attendance to utilize the microphone located in the front of the room. At this time, please turn off your cell phones and be sure to speak into the microphone to enable all to hear. In regards to the microphones, because of our joining the South Bay Fire Department to have a much larger room for our town board meeting this evening, we will be sharing microphones, so please bear with us. I'd like to make a motion that all actions taken tonight are Type 2 actions under the New York State Environmental Quality Review Act, unless otherwise determined.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano?
Yes?
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Ms. Boyke?
Yes. I'd also like to point out the fire exits in the building, 2 in the rear. Sorry. 2 in the rear and 1 up on your left and right. Thank you. Number 3 on the agenda is the approval of the town board minute meetings from Wednesday, July 28th.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Ms. Boyke?
Yes. Number 4 is the department head input. Chris?
The only item I have is the millings. What we're going to do with the millings at the last meeting, the board was going to decide, are we charging for the millings that we have left over? We ended up, most of them were sold to Barrett Paving. So we're only going to have maybe 10 to 15 loads at the very most, and I think Parks and Rec will take 90% of them. So if we have any left, we have to decide what we're going to charge the public, if anything.
My suggestion would be to go with Parks and Rec, and it sounds like we probably won't have very much left over.
No, you're going to have a few loads, maybe half a dozen.
Do we have people that have signed up for this?
Yes, I've got about 6 people that want them.
Okay, I thought we made a suggestion of, do they know that we were going to be charging?
Yes.
Okay. I believe that it was suggested that we charge $25 a load. Discussion on that?
Well, I think it's a good idea, considering, that staff is going to use time and trucks and labor time to do that. So I'm in favor. $25, we could, if people are uncomfortable with it, I think we should get something for it. So I'd even go as low as $20, but I think we, need to recoup something. It's a service being provided. People obviously want the materials, so I make that motion.
Okay. I would ask though, where will this money be applied? Shirley? To the highway funds. Okay. You've made a motion then. $20.
Second.
Discussion from anyone else?
I would just suggest that the town clerk handle it, or the comptroller's office will handle all the monies.
Okay.
What the rest will have to do, should do is come in, pay for them, get a receipt, bring the receipt to me, and then we'll deliver accordingly.
Did they go through Tracy? Or,
We'll figure it out. Between Tracy
Okay.
and I, we'll figure it out.
all right, agreed? Everyone agree to that? Call the roll, enters.
Mr. Conway.
Yes.
Mr. Jennings.
Yes.
Ms. Zimbrano.
Yes.
Mr. Coral.
Yes.
Ms. Blakey.
Yes. Chief?
Yeah, well, only one item that I just want to make sure is in the minutes, is that on Monday I provided the town board, all the members of the town board, with my response report to the police study committee. I just wanted that mentioned in the minutes.
We all have that in our possession, yes.
Thank you.
Did the police study committee members get to see that?
No, they did not.
Anyone on the police study, if they would like a copy of it after this meeting, by all means let us know, and certainly we'll be able to get it.
Judy?
Yes.
I would recommend that this be kept right now under the FOIL Act. I've instructed Tracy that it should not be released due to the fact that we are in contract negotiations with the union, and there is some sensitive information only should be privy to the town board.
Mr. Resigno, is that correct?
If there are agency records that pertain to the contract negotiations, yeah, that is correct.
Are there agency records?
There is budget mentions, next year's proposals, things like that, that's in that report that could be a problem down the road to contract negotiations. So, I mean, it's up to the board whether you release it or not. I'm just advising.
I would have liked to have known that this was a strictly confidential piece of information.
Well, it's not confidential. It's up to the board
Right.
whether you release it or not. I'm only advising you of my opinion.
Okay.
I guess my question is, if they know it's out there, which evidently now they know it's out there, something is there, that they can foil it?
It's not foilable under the FOIL laws, under agency records, because there is current contract negotiations with the bargaining unit going on now. And until those negotiations are complete, legally that report does not have to be released.
All right, thank you.
Perhaps, Tony, if you could take a look at the report and see the sensitive data in there, and then perhaps after discussions with you, we could determine whether or not who should have that.
Or we may be able to redact certain points.
Okay. Shirley?
I have one emergency purchase this evening. I need approval on a backup system for our computer system at the town hall. 3 quotes were received in my office by Wayne Freeman. I made the decision to go with Network Security Associates for $2,840.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Conway.
Yes.
Mr. Jennings.
Yes.
Ms. Zimbrano.
Yes.
Mr. Coral.
Yes.
Ms. Blakey.
Yes. Jody?
I have one staff appointment that I'd like to bring up under department head, Michelle Zemanowski from Vine Street in Liverpool, recreation attendant as a center monitor at the canteen, part-time, up to 20 hours a week, $10 an hour, hire date of September 7th. The gentleman that we have currently, we will have 2 people in this position, is going back to college, so he's going to be working 2 days a week, and this young lady will be working the other days.
Motion to approve. Second.
Mr. Conway.
Yes.
Mr. Jennings.
Yes.
Ms. Zimbrano.
Yes.
Mr. Coral.
Yes.
Ms. Blakey.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tracy?
Yes.
At this time, I would just like to state that I have copied the board the information from the Board of Elections regarding the 2010 polling sites. They are going to be listed, or they are listed on the website, and I just wanted to acknowledge that. And the second item that I have is I just needed approval for the fireworks permit that each one of the board members received a copy of. I just needed approval retroactive to August 14th, 2010. I had a request for this display for a wedding held at Lakeshore Yacht and Country Club. All the necessary paperwork, signatures were all in order, and $75 fee was received.
Motion to approve. Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano?
Yes.
Mr. Corral?
Yes.
Ms. Blakey?
Yes.
Thank you.
Brad?
I have nothing to add at this time, thank you.
Thank you. I have one request. There's a course offered by the State Office of Real Property Tax Services at no charge for field review. I'd like my appraisal aide, Mary Beth Todney, to have authorization to attend that. The course is in September. I believe it's 4 days. As I said, no charge for the course. She will be driving her own car, not requesting mileage. The only thing we would request is the fees for parking, because it will be held downtown.
Downtown Syracuse?
Downtown Syracuse, yes.
Motion to approve.
Discussion, that's okay. It is, I believe, 3 days is what was given to us. All right, and there shouldn't be any issue of coverage in the assessor's office, seeing as this is going to be a peak time because of exemptions and all that are coming in?
That won't be an issue. The coverage will be sufficient.
Okay. Trace?
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano?
Yes.
Mr. Corral?
Yes.
Ms. Blakey?
Yes. Wayne?
Nothing at this time.
Thank you. Sharon?
Could you stand up, please, ma'am?
I just want to remind everyone that's here and the board that the school bills will be mailed at the beginning of September. They will include the exemption forms for any person who has filed for an exemption in previous years. For those who will be 65 this coming year, you will have to go to the assessor's office and get a form and get that filled out. They will be needed to be in his office by the 1st of March. I have no figures yet. Some of the school boards haven't even met yet. As soon as I get bills, my office will be hopping. Other than that, please be patient. I'm getting zillion phone calls for amounts. I know people are trying to plan budgets. I can't help yet. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. Yes. Yes, Brad.
Thank you, Sharon, for mentioning the exemptions. I just wanted to say for people that will be 65 by December 31st, 2011, will be eligible for the low-income seniors and the enhanced star. So even though the application is due by March 1st of next year, as long as you're going to be 65, one spouse has to be 65 by December 31st of 2011. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Wayne, I think we have something in here in regards to the fire hydrants. Are we going to put that on now right here?
Yes, I can bring it up now. I thought it wasn't going to. Sorry. It was for the 4 hydrants in Wallington Meadows, Section 7. I looked at it. I feel they're reasonable. I forwarded it to the Cicero Fire Department and not received a response yet. I don't know if there's anybody from the department here tonight.
I think there is, yes.
I don't know if they want to speak to that or...
Chief Pengaro got it yesterday. He's going to be here tonight, so hopefully have an answer here shortly.
Okay, thank you. We will table that then, move that right now to the end of the agenda.
Is this something the town engineer also gets involved in reviewing?
I did get the opportunity to review the submission at the pre-meeting yesterday and found that it does meet engineering standards as required by the town.
Thank you.